I already know what a lot of you are asking. You're asking, but what about privateers?
Privateers were ships that were fitted out and armed for naval combat at private expense. In January 1776, the official American Navy fleet was just 8 vessels with a combined 110 guns. But Americans were going up against the globe's predominant sea power. Americans were fighting a hot war. Some of our best shipbuilding ports were under British occupation. And our country was absolutely cash-strapped. There was no way to quickly and easily scale up the Navy. So civilian fishing, cargo, and passenger ships, and even whaling boats, were turned into fighting vessels. And these usually privately operated and privately owned fighting vessels most definitely carried and used artillery pieces like cannon.
So, does this mean that the right to keep and bear arms that the Second Amendment references is meant to include military-grade weapons? In one representative and much clicked on YouTube video commenting on this very issue, internet personality Steven Crowder says yes.
And the Second Amendment didn't just apply to guns, but full-on artillery. Here's a letter of marque and reprisal signed by President Madison for a privately owned ship carrying cannons that was authorized to attack enemy shipping. These were not muskets, and the Founding Fathers didn't give no craps.
But the so-called evidence that Mr. Crowder presents here in support of his claim actually makes the exact opposite point.
It thoroughly sabotages his own argument about the Second Amendment. Letters of marque and reprisal, which only the U.S. federal government can furnish under the Constitution's Article 1, Section 8, were required for privateers to legally operate. In effect, letters of marque and reprisal were federally issued licenses allowing the temporary use of military-grade weapons. And even then, only in pursuit of wartime ends, and only during wartime. And this private artillery was being used not where American citizens actually lived, and where the jurisdiction of American law could reach, but on battlefields, offshore, often in international or enemy waters.
So no, if it requires a hand-signed letter of marque and reprisal from the president, you do not have the right to keep and bear military-grade weapons. If you need permission from someone in the government to keep and bear those military-grade weapons, then you are not exercising a right. You are exercising a privilege.